Brother, I want to talk to you.
Ooh, my, don't we sound serious, and look serious, too. You look like you've eaten some sour grapes.
Don't jest, big brother. I have eaten some sour grapes, very sour. About yesterday. Mailer, I think you were wrong. Wrong.
You mean about Stephen? Why,
Yes, about Stephen. He was right. And to think that you, a priest, would help stone to death a man as good and as godly as Stephen. Why, Mailer, why?
Oh, you're too young to understand. Why, Stephen was a blasphemer. Didn't you hear what Herod and Tola said?
Don't give me that. I know all about the money that those men were given to say those things, and I know who gave it to them.
Oh dear. But you're too young now.
Too young, that's all I hear. But I'm not too young to understand that you and the other priests were jealous of Stephen because he preached with power, and many people listened and believed on Jesus. And I'm not too young to know that you couldn't refute his teaching, so you had to resort to murder.
Now, that's enough of this. Imagine accusing your own elder brother of murder.
Well, I am sorry to be disrespectful, but my first loyalty must be to God, and Stephen preached God.
But he disregarded all of Israel's traditions.
Of Israel's traditions. Of man's traditions. I remember I heard his speech. I heard him rehearse the history of God's chosen people. I heard him make plain his loyalty to God and to our faith. I heard him show that the law alone has been unable to keep the people from sin and idolatry.
But when Stephen tried to connect Jesus with the prophecies, why, that was blasphemy. Why, he said...
Everything Stephen said was taken from Scripture. You and I both know that. For at least we have studied the Scripture with our minds, if not with our hearts. But we have been unwilling to accept Jesus as the Messiah because he wasn't born as we expected him to be born. But Stephen
Just remember, the council, after a fair trial, convicted Stephen of blasphemy.
A fair trial. And they didn't convict him. They just got so mad at him that they rushed at him like so many wild beasts and dragged him outside the city and started stoning him. They didn't even wait for a formal verdict, though I'm sure he would have been found guilty. Also, by law, the Romans should have agreed to your verdict. But of course there wasn't time for that.
Stop it!
But, brother, didn't you notice Stephen's face? It shone like an angel's face. Didn't you hear him say, "Behold, I see the heavens opened, and the Son of Man standing on the right hand of God"? And just before he died, did you hear him say, "Lord, lay not this sin to their charge"?
I command you to say no more, and to forget Stephen and his teachings.
I will obey you by not speaking with you further about this matter. But I cannot and will not forget Stephen or his teachings. Goodbye, Mailer.
He's dead?
Yes, he's dead.
So, you look sad or angry.
I am.
Sad or angry?
Both.
Anything I can do to help?
No. It's me. I'm angry at myself. After the trial and stoning of Stephen, I seem to have a secret conviction that Stephen was honored by God at the very time he was dishonored by men.
Coming from Saul of Tarsus, that's quite a confession.
I can't erase from my mind the look of holiness on his face, and his words had the ring of truth. Even his bearing was godly.
Does that mean that you're going to change? Stop persecuting the believers of Jesus of Nazareth?
Yes, I'm going to change. I'm going to persecute them more than ever before. I'll hunt them down in their homes, at work, everywhere, and kill as many as I can.